So I hope you like my little ring. It's on the rude finger, and I suppose it encourages me to talk a little bit about intimacy, because some people are missing out on intimacy, and some people are resorting to a great deal of intimacy just to sort of distract themselves from this and that. And some people are finding that intimacy rather nauseating and problematic. We certainly know that there's an increase in domestic violence in this time where relationships that were already complicated are extended by that. But just in our everyday way, all of us, when we're stuck together with other people, with our children, whatever, it can be a little bit intense, and that's not always great. But on the other hand, if you're not with other people, being on your own and just not being touched is something that we want. And I'm just saying that this is a beautiful little exercise you can do, where you just sort of give yourself a little hug and you just breathe into that, and it's like it can be quite pleasant. But also, we've got a whole body to touch, and I really encourage you, especially like if you're in the shower, nothing wrong with just enjoying this body, this hair. Oh, I don't know what to do with this hair. But just reminding yourself that everyone needs touch, whether you're a baby, babies will die if they don't get touch. And even no matter what age you are, touch is a very important thing. And so I really encourage you consciously touching yourself. Interestingly, I was reading a beautiful little thing. I've been doing some kind of like reading, and it asked about what was sacred, and it said sacred is conscious focusing. Now, let's just think about that, unpack that a little bit. Conscious focusing. So when, so some of you are probably having your breakfast muesli or something or another, and you just happen to be watching Nana Ray. But some of you are sitting with Nana Ray and taking in the wisdom that's coming out of my mouth. Well, I hope it's wisdom. Sometimes it's wisdom. Well, I think this is a little bit of wisdom, where it's just inviting you to have focused attention in any area. Thich Nhat Hanh, lovely name, Thich Nhat Hanh, he says famously, well, it's only famous because I love it. This is the phrase that I quite like. He says, when doing the dishes, do the dishes. Now, what does he mean by that? Well, he means that when we're doing the dishes, we're often thinking about this and that and what else we should do, and thinking, I wish we didn't have the dishes, and why didn't somebody rinse the dishes, and all these sort of thoughts go through our mind. But what he's saying is, when do the dishes, put your focused attention to doing the dishes. And when you put your focused attention to doing the dishes, this very mundane task that you're doing becomes a sacred task. And we can elevate all our experience into this realm of the sacred by developing some focused attention. Love yous all. I'm leaving you now. Bye.